Hi, my name's Jonathan Hicks, and today I'm joined by
Mark.
Sarah.
Steve. And we've just finished playing Unlock, which is a kind of escape the room game. Now, we need to be a bit careful of this. I can't really show you a lot of what's in the game because it's going to be spoiler central. But I'm going to go through the tutorial, all right? Now, the tutorial you would naturally do before you really start any of the 3 scenarios that come in the box. You can see there are these 3 sort of theme things here. We're not doing any of those, so hopefully this won't spoil the game. You would naturally do the tutorial first. But if you don't want to watch the tutorial, stop the video now.
The rule book does make many references to the stuff in the tutorial, so it's
fine.
So it's not to...
So if you're reading the rules, you're going to see all the stuff in the tutorial. So the way the game works is you usually end up in some kind of room, and you can see here there are numbers for things around the room, and you lay out the cards of the matching numbers. So in this corner, there's a key. And on this wall, 42, here is a TV screen. So you've got various things around the room, and you're trying to connect them to help you usually escape the room. So in this case, there is a locked cabinet up here, and oh, there's a key. So you naturally want to combine these 2 things, and the way you do it is you take the number here, so 35, and you add it to the number here. You'll notice there's a blue puzzle piece here. The blue puzzle pieces always connect with the red puzzle pieces. So 35 plus 11 gives us 46. So you go to the deck, and you find 46, and... oh, we've unlocked the cabinet. So then you discard these things, because you don't need those anymore. We now have an unlocked cabinet. And sometimes some of these things require you to study the card. So you can see here, if you look inside the cabinet, oh, it's 16. So you get another card out, and inside the cabinet you find a bit of wire. And the wire sort of connects with this one. Now, this is a slightly different kind of way the puzzles work. You're trying to use the wire to connect these different things with different numbers that you can add, but in terms of working out which way it goes, you often might get stuck. It's like, oh, I'm not quite sure. I can connect 2 things here. Which ones am I supposed to connect? And you actually played the game with an app, which we haven't really shown, but the app goes on in the background and has a timer, so you have a certain amount of time in which to escape it, and if you get stuck, you can ask for hints on certain cards. So you might ask for a hint on card 46, and it might point you to, oh, look at the side here, there's a little grid with a pattern on it. We need to connect top down to bottom, so you want to connect this one top to bottom, so you can see we want the 3 with the 6, gives us the red numbers that you combine with the blue number of 16. So 3 plus 6 is 9, plus 16 gives you 25, and oh, there's 25. So I won't do any more, but you get the idea. You kind of carry on like this. This one is going to connect with something else here, possibly, and you're trying to escape the room. So the 3 scenarios that come with the game are the formula, where you're sort of locked in a laboratory and you're trying to escape and save some important formula which you can use to destroy the world or save the world. I can't quite remember exactly what was going on there. You end up in this scenario, this is the island of Dr. Gorse, sort of stranded on a tropical island, and you've got to escape, find the plane and get out. And this one is a bizarre adventure called Squeak and Sausage, which is a kind of kids cartoon style art where you can see looking at it that it's a bit strange. So 3 different scenarios come in the box, and in each one, in the way I've been describing here, you're trying to escape the various situations. Sometimes you get out of one room, it leads you into another room, and you can only play them once, obviously. Just realise that this is a game, once you've played each of the scenarios, there's no real replay value. But yeah, that's it. What do we think?
Yeah, I think they were fantastic. I think it's done about as good a representation of escape room as you can do on cards. I mean, I guess the one shame is they don't have like physical puzzles, which I think we've done another one before we did, but they all felt different. I mean, that one in particular was cool because we split up into 2 teams and we couldn't talk to each other until we got a point through the game. So there's a bit where, without giving it away, I had to say something to them and they could reply back to me once they understood what it meant. And so you can't really go into it, but that was cool with 2 teams, and they all felt different. The first one's most like Skate Room. Yeah, just wish there was more of them. But the biggest shame is we've played 2 or 3 of them now, and that's it. We've got to wait for more. And that's, I mean, anything with that short replay value is a problem. People complain about time stories. They're going to have a field day with this, because at these time stories you can spend 5-6 hours on the more complex ones. But it's worth it for the experience more so. It's definitely an experience game, and it's a very fun one.
Each of the scenarios probably took about an hour for us, didn't they?
Yes.
So you're looking at 3 hours, maybe 4 hours if you take your time for the entire game. Sarah?
So Mark's pretty much said everything on it, so I would just say as well that there needs to be more scenarios. I think they need to bring them out quite quickly to keep people interested in it, because literally we have just sat here and played the one after the other and played all three. That shows how much we did enjoy it as well. But yeah, please do more.
I would say exactly the same thing, and in the meantime I just want to try the real thing, but I feel this is pretty close experience to the real thing, so well done.
Okay, Steve?
That was great. I like real life escape the room adventures. I've been on a few of them and they're brilliant. I think definitely the team aspect helps a lot of the time, that it won't be one person leading. It's really hard for one person to do it all because you're just missing so much. It was real team effort. We succeeded twice and failed once. It's probably partly my fault we failed, I think, on the one, because it was my group that missed a few things. And then when we handed over and joined everyone else, Jonathan spotted the things we missed. I thought it was brilliant. It's a great representation, and only the replay value kind of lets it down a bit.
Okay, rating out of 10?
If a new one came out, I would want to play it straight away. I think it's that good an experience, but because you just can't do that, it's probably somewhere around an 8 to me.
Okay,
I
Santa?
would say 9.5, just because of the replayability problem.
Wow.
I would say 9. It would go to a 10 if there was a lot more. You could do a lot of print and play on this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I think quality-wise it's a 9, but I'm going to give it an 8 just because the replay value's going to knock a mark off.
Okay. I loved it. I mean, you can see they really all enjoyed it, and it is superb. One small caveat, you need to like this kind of game. If you remember the old PC point-and-click adventures, it's that kind of feeling. And some people like it and some people don't. So you'll tell from the introduction I've given at the front here whether or not you're going to like it. But if you like this kind of thing, it's superb. I would be on a solid 9 out of 10. And personally, the replay value doesn't bother me. Yeah, I think you pay your money, you get a certain amount of entertainment for your money, and I think it's well worth it. Even with that limited replayability, I'd still be on a 9 out of 10.
I think one thing that makes this a bit better than the point-and-click ones on the PC is I remember playing them, and I remember getting to points in those games where I did not have a clue what to do, and that was before the days of like the internet and checking up. Yeah. But the app has hints, so because it's timed, obviously if you get to a point where you don't know what to do, you'd be stuck in real life. Apart from you can press a hint on the app, it takes off your score, but doesn't take off the time you've got left to do it. So that's a really good fix to the problems you had with those sort of games where you needed to combine the tweezers with the feather to get the really weird things you had to do to progress in some parts of those games. And I think this fixes that problem with it.
Okay. So there you go, that was Unlock. Absolutely love this one. Can't wait for the next one. All right, thanks for watching. Unlock!